This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field.
But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. A short throw there to Strange.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 8. First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Now Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Richardson. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Lance now to throw. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion comes the tight end left.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's complete to Palmer.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Allen covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Richardson going to change the play here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
Touchdown, Bears! George Pickens from 3 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 29-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Panthers 0.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On play action, Lance out to his left. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the option left, Richardson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, fellas, we need this. Let's do it. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. You do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all year? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Ja'Cory and Bennett has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That is caught, Schoonmaker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion right is Austin. From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Richardson looking to throw. And Walker has it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9. Now Lance. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Throwing is Lance on third down. And this one incomplete. Another throw. It really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
19 tight, 19 tight. 3, Buffalo 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Lance wants to change him up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's only had a good starting field position on that drive. We couldn't do anything really after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Richards into the air on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cam Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And Cook has it, left side. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut out field. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Jermaine Johnson.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
Second and a couple. Now Cook running right. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
17 yards. First down, Carolina.
Ready. Next.
And he is going to lose yardage here. We're going to hurry back to the line now. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18 rattler. Drop 50.
On first down, Richardson. He's got this to Pickens. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
60 average.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's completed right side to Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, Richardson. Touchdown! George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. And Lance now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A tackle by D'Angelo Malone.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember when playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action with Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw brought in by Austin.
And outbounds right around the 20.
First and 10, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll come out in the pistol.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Walker is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. On the option, running left is Lance.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Trey Lance, 26 yards. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Bears 31, Panthers 10. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Richardson working from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Richardson yet again.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Come 19! Come 19!
Now Richardson back to throw it.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a